Hello, all. I am back with another creative inspiration time with my friends here on Facebook. And I also want to say hello to those who are replaying this video on YouTube. I am Dawn Herring, founder of Refresh with Dawn Herring, where finding joy takes center stage. Yes. I'm so excited to be here today with you. It's been a few weeks since my last live video, so I thought, well, hello, I see I have one viewer, two viewers. Shilpa! Great to see you! Great to see you. Thank you so much for joining me today. Yay! I'm so excited that you joined me today. That is so cool. Oh, thank you for the hearts. You're so sweet. Shilpa, I've known Shilpa for several years now. She is an awesome artist. I believe you're an acrylic painter, and she's great at teaching how to do acrylic painting, and she has these videos where she does it step by step, and it's really, really fun. So yes, I'm so glad Shilpa has chosen to join me today. She's very inspiring, and I just love her creative vibe. She's so much fun. And she has two beautiful children. And I get to see your kids. Oh, no problem, sweetheart. I love telling my audience who is joining me on my live video. I love doing that because you guys bless me, and it's one. Yes, you are an acrylic painting artist. Absolutely, you are, and you're very good. You know, I think the thing that really separates Shilpa from other artists that I've seen is that Shilpa paints a little bit differently than the average artist. She uses all kinds of hello, Quinn. Thank you for joining me today. Yay! I'm so glad you joined me. Quinn is she's also an artist, and she's a collage artist. She paints. She keeps an art journal. She's an author. She has a couple of books out that I have read both of, which are excellent. So yay! Thank you so much for joining me today, Quinn. Good to see you. Good to see you. I'm so glad to have my friends with me today. I'm having fun. So, yes, I am here to ask you guys, what is creatively inspiring you right now? You are more than welcome to share whatever it is. It doesn't matter what it is. You just let me know what's creatively inspiring you right now. It doesn't matter. Yes. Thanks for the heart. That was very sweet. Yes, I'm so excited you guys are joining me. This is awesome. Okay, so the first thing that I wanted to remind everybody of is weather. The weather is inspiring you. What kind of weather do you have right now, Shilpa? We have, and tulips. Oh, yes. It's so beautiful to see everything growing. I know. Wonderful. I know, I love seeing, when I go through my Instagram feed especially, I love seeing people's when they go for a walk or something and they take pictures of warm and cozy and sunny. Oh, yes. Yes, the weather can definitely be inspiring, no doubt. We have really nice weather today, as a matter of fact. Bright sunshine. So, and we had a storm overnight that I didn't hear. So, Christina, how are you? Yay! So glad you're joining me again. She's been with me before, so it's wonderful to see her. And Christina has two adorable boys, and she makes some really awesome knitting projects. And I know she has them available. So if you want to go check her stuff out. Hello! It's so good to see you. Thank you for joining me today. Let me know what's creatively inspiring you. I want to know what's up right now, as I'm going to share with you as well. I just wanted to remind everybody that my website, dawnherring.net, I changed up the navigation back in January, and now it's all joy. Since finding joy takes center stage at my website, I just wanted to share with you the navigation that's on there now, which is your path to joy. There is playing joy, which is one of my favorites. Then there's story joy and reflective joy. And Your Path to Joy basically introduces me to you, and you can check out what other people are saying about what I do, and what I offer is also under there, and such like that. And then Playing Joy, that's where you can find the Dawn Herring Collection Art Gallery. That's where you can find my Refresh Intensive course that's available in downloadable PDF. And that's also where you can find my doodle designs, which are really fun. And let's see. And then the Story Joy is where you can find Refresh Daily, which is my blog where I share a mix of things, actually, that all related to creativity. And I share blog posts, I share videos, and now I'm even doing audio. Yes, exactly. I have a new blog post that I posted recently. It's a book review that I wrote on the book Creative Revolution by Flora Bowley. She is somebody who I've been following on social media, and I found her when I saw her book Brave Intuitive Painting. That was her first book that she put out, and I happen to love painting. I'm an intuitive watercolor painter, and so when I saw her book, I decided to check it out, and it was very inspiring. And so I follow her everywhere. And she's an acrylic painter primarily, and she has a very interesting process in the way she layers her paintings, and she teaches other people how to do it. And I recently read her newest book, Creative Revolution, and I wrote a book review on it. And you can also listen. I also did an audio on that as well. So I'm very excited to have that on there. So you guys are welcome to go to, thank you so much for the thumbs up, Christina. And you're welcome to go to dawnherring.net and check out Story Joy, and you'll find Refresh Daily right at the top. And it's pretty close to the top. I'm not sure if I had something after that or not. I've been posting some interesting things on Refresh Daily lately. One of them being videos. I wanted to tell you about this. It was an event that we did last week. I joined Kelly Ray Roberts. She's an artist, and she does acrylic painting and probably more than that. And she has courses and such. And she had her Wear Your Joy Spring event last week on Instagram and Facebook. And instead of posting a selfie, I decided to make videos. Yes, I made videos for several days to show people what I was wearing and what was bringing me joy. And I had a lot of fun doing that. Oh my goodness, it was great. I was very inspired by the idea because I love wardrobe joy anyway. That's one of my favorite things to talk about. And so that's what I did. I created some videos, and I have a couple of them posted on Refresh Daily at my, on my blog. And you can also see them on my Instagram feed. My Instagram handle is Refresh with Dawn Herring. So if you want to follow me there, if you're not already following me there, you're welcome to check it out and go watch those videos if you'd like to see them, because I had so much fun making them. Yes, I did. And so I wanted to share that with you as well. And I'm really excited about having video. I love making videos. I really do. I have so much fun doing that, whether it's showing what I'm wearing or whether it's just talking about something that's of interest to me creatively. And so I guess that's one of the reasons why I'm on Facebook Live, because I love making videos. But it's so great to have you guys aboard with me today. And again, if you're welcome to share what's creatively inspiring you right now. So I also wanted to talk to you about a song that has really been inspiring me, which is called The Rose. I don't know if anybody is familiar with that song. I'm sure you probably are, because it's a classic song from a movie, and Bette Midler is the one who sings that. And I have always loved that song. It is my favorite song of all time, pretty much. And I did a little bit of, I recorded some quick short videos for Instagram. And I think I have 3 of them in my Instagram feed if you want to go check it out, where I'm singing The Rose. And I had so much fun making those little short videos to share with you because I love that song. And so I decided to record it. So there you go. But yeah, I love The Rose. The Rose is such a beautiful, hope-filled song about love and what love can look like, and what some people might think love is and what love really is. And I think my favorite part with that song, toward the end of it, where it says, "Just remember in the winter, far beneath the bitter snow, lies the seed that with the sun's love, in the spring, becomes the rose." And that just shows me, and I hope it shows you too, that even when things are really, really hard, that love wins. Yes, it does. And so I find that song to be so, so, so inspiring. And I just love the entire, all of the lyrics to that song. I just love it. I love listening to it and I love singing it. And I find myself singing it in my house as I'm walking around, you know. I get it in my head and then I'm, you know, just enjoying myself. It's one of my music joys. Yeah, pretty much. So I wanted to share that with you because it's so much fun. But anyway, I also wanted to talk about a new approach that I'm taking with my paintings. Oh, that's bit. Oh, you can't wait to listen to it now. Oh, thank you, Christina. Thank you so much. Yeah, I have to put the next one up. I haven't gone on Instagram yet today, and I plan to put the 4th segment. I have it broken down into segments, like, you know, with each lyric, I guess, you know, throughout the song. I recorded on each on a separate, because that's as much as I could record on Instagram. So I'll be putting the 4th one up probably today. So thank you so much. That is so sweet for you to say that. Yeah, I have so much fun doing that. I started, you know, it's funny. I don't know how long ago it was, maybe 6 months ago or something like that. I don't even remember when it started. It was back in the autumn, I think, where I went out on a walk, and it was such a beautiful day. I mean, the sun was shining, and it was just gorgeous out, and I was so happy to be outside. And I just started singing Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood Song. I did. I started singing that, and I decided to record it on, I don't know if it was on Instagram. It might have been on Instagram. I'm not sure. And I put it out there. And everybody thought it was great. It was like so funny. So I decided to start recording little clips of music that was inspiring me at the moment. And so that's what I did. And there are several in my feed on Instagram. If you want to go way back, you'll see some of those as well. So I think I did one of, let's see, what was it? The Carpenters. Let's see, which one? I'm trying to remember what the song was that I did. One of my favorite songs by them. Top of the World? Yeah, I think that's the one it was. And I did one of the lyrics from that. And then I did one, let's see, Unwritten. Yeah, the song Unwritten. I forget who sings that, though. Oh, dang. I forget. But I did a little bit of a lyric from that. And I'm trying to remember if I did anything else. I'm not remembering anything else, but yes, so I decided to do The Rose. And actually, I decided to do the whole thing because because I love it so much. And it's my favorite song of all time, so I figured, oh, why not, right? So I just wanted to share that with you. Thank you so much for that kind comment, though. So I wanted to also invite you guys, if you're not already a member, I have a private group on Facebook called Your Path to Joy. Yes, we have about 16 people on there now, and I just wanted to invite anyone who wants to join us who is interested in sharing what is bringing them joy right now. It can be anything. It can be a good cup of coffee, or, you know, a good meal, or some time you spent with a friend, or it doesn't matter what it is. As long as it brought you joy, it qualifies. And I really love to share what I call my spots of joy. You know, just a little spot of joy or a big spot of joy. And you guys are welcome to either request membership just by going to the group Your Path to Joy. Just check it out. You can look it up either in the search box, or you can go to my website. I have a link for it there as well if you want to do that. And if you want to leave a comment below, if you're not already a member, just let me know and I'll add you. I can do that. And it's so much fun to share joy, because when you're sharing joy, you're increasing the joy factor in your life at the same time. And it's so much fun to share our joy. And I love hearing from everyone in the group. I share a spot of joy, and then I ask folks to share their spot of joy. And I often hear from my friends telling me what they've been experiencing that has brought them joy, which is so much fun. I love it. Absolutely love hearing from other people in what is making them happy. So you're welcome to join me there. I also have a private Facebook group called Journal Chat Live for all things journaling. If you are a journal keeper, whether it be written or visual, and you want to be able to have support and a place where you can ask questions, or if you want to share a blog post, that shows your art journal spread, or, where you want to share your journaling practice in some kind of way, you're welcome to do that. You can request membership on that group as well, which I've had for several years now. And we have a good time on there. We do. And I love to share with you my blog posts and my videos and my paintings. Whenever I do a painting, I journal my way through it. Yes, I do. I record what I'm doing each evening after I've worked on a painting. I always record what I did. And then I talk about what I might want to do next time. Any ideas that I might have floating around in my head. So, and it's all good. So that's why I like to share the result of how relevant my journaling practice is. It's very, very fun. And of course, I also do my daily doodle with my art journal, with my watercolor markers, which I have here in a little box, in my caboodle box. I've got my caboodle box here. I've had this caboodle box for a very long time. And in it are my watercolor markers, Winsor Newton watercolor markers that I use to fill with color the doodles that I create. And I also use Faber-Castell Pitt Artist Pens. And these happen to be some of my favorite colors. I love the turquoise, and I love the lime green, as I like to call it. It's actually called May green. And we happen to be in the month of May. So there you go. That might be why I'm enjoying it so much. So that I love. And I would say that this color right here is also one of my favorite colors from my Winsor Newton watercolor markers. And that one is called Cadmium Red Hue. And to me, it's like an orange red, which is one of my favorite colors right now. Loving that. So that's what's going on with my doodles. And I also wanted to share with you a recent painting that I completed. And it is called Hidden. And so I'd like to show that to you as well. I'm going to open that up. Let me just turn to the right page here. And this is my most recent painting. I have not promoted it. I haven't put it out there on social media yet. But it's on my art gallery. If you want to go to my website at dawnherring.net and go to Playing Joy, my art gallery is right in that area. And so this is my most recent completed painting that I did. Now this was a combination of watercolor and gouache. Yeah, so that's something new that I'm doing now. Instead of just doing watercolor by itself, I've been mixing it up, which is really fun. And one of the things that I really love about the gouache is that it has more of an opacity to it than the transparent watercolor has. And so it makes it easier to have more coverage with it rather than having to layer with because when you use transparent watercolor, you have to build the layers to really create a darker hue, unless of course you use a lot of pigment right up front, which when I work with watercolor, generally speaking, I usually start with a wash, like a lighter wash, and then I add layers to it, and it gives it a lot more texture and a lot more visual interest when you do it that way, rather than just laying down a really dark wash, with less water and more pigment. So working with gouache is very different from the transparent watercolor because of its opacity. And but I'm liking it. I'm really enjoying working with it. I've actually worked with that kind of paint before. Several years ago I had tried it. And now I'm back to it again with a different set that I got for a fashion illustration course that I took last year from January until May. I did a whole semester of fashion illustration course with my very good friend Laura Volpin-Testa, who happens to be a master at that craft, and she is a teacher at Parsons School of Design in New York City. And she's a very good friend of mine, and she inspires me all the time with her stuff. And so I bought that set initially for that course, and now I'm using it in my paintings. So I really like this particular set. I like the colors, especially because they're not all the same. Not all painting sets are the same. When you actually look at the color schemes that you get with different sets, they're not all identical to each other. So I really like the color scheme that's in the gouache set that I have that I've been working with now. So that's what's creatively inspiring me with my paintings as of late. And the one thing that I'm really thinking about trying to implement in my creative practice right now, and I'm not sure where I'm going to fit it or where I'm going to do it. It depends on what I decide to use for it. But I really like to illustrate fashion accessories. So far, I've done some of my own jewelry, and I was going to actually show you one of those drawings. I have it in my sketchbook here, and I really have a lot of fun with that. I got inspired initially by, what's his name? Danny Gregory. And he wrote a book, and I'm trying to remember the name of the book. The Creative License, I think it's called. I wrote a book review on that too. It's also on Refresh Daily. And he basically encourages people to get out a pen and just draw. And don't worry about what it looks like or if you make a mistake or anything like that. You just do it. And he kind of gives you examples of it in his book. There's lots of illustrations that he provides for you in the book that I thought were really cool. And I also follow him on social media. He has some very interesting videos that he posts. And I love his sense of humor. He is hilarious. So if you want to check out his book, The Creative License, you're welcome to try that. And so I wanted to show you a couple of my illustrated pieces of jewelry that I've done in my sketchbook. There's one that I did that has primarily beads in it. And then I also did, let me see if I can find another one in here that I can show you that has color. I filled that in. The color was with my watercolor markers. And then I've got this one here as well. Yeah, that's another one that I did. This is just of my jewelry that I have, in my own collection that I wear. And I just have a lot of fun doing that. But one of my goals as an artist is to start doing one every day. And considering how populated my creative practice is already, I'm not really quite sure how I'm going to manage that, because I already do a doodle in the evening every day, and I also do my watercolor painting in the evening every day. So I did those drawings that I just showed you. I did those in the morning before I even got on my computer and did my work or anything like that. So I'm still debating on whether I want to attempt to incorporate a morning creative session for myself before I do my other work, whether or not I want to do that on a daily basis. And that's in addition to the journaling that I do in the morning. So that would really make my morning very busy, and I'm still trying to figure out whether or not I'm going to actually do that. But I really enjoy it, and I don't know if you can see it, but I don't know if you can see those pictures right over there on the wall. They have, there's some shoes up there and some jewelry that has really, really up-close imagery on it that I pulled from either Elle magazine, ELLE, or from Harper's Bazaar. So, yeah, I pulled out that stuff. It's very inspiring to me. And then on this side, I also have my inspiration wall where I changed out the pictures on my wall there. Lots and lots of color. I'm sure you probably can notice that. Yes, lots and lots of color. I am huge on color, especially vibrant color. That really inspires me a lot. I've worked a little bit with black and white. I started my sketches in black and white that Danny Gregory inspired me to get going again. But I really like to fill it with color. It really kind of gives it more of a dimension, and it just makes it look more lively, I guess, is a good way to describe that. So yeah, so that's one of the things that I'm still debating on, whether or not I want to add fashion illustration, as far as the accessories go, whether it be, necklace or earrings or shoes or a scarf or, bracelets, like my bracelets here, and that sort of thing, and see if I want to add that to a daily practice, which is a real commitment to do. Unless maybe I could maybe do it once, maybe choose a day out of the week or something like that. But I'm not sure if I want to do that because I either like to be fully committed or I like to be spontaneous. So I have to find my perfect alignment with that whole idea. So I think that was pretty much what I had planned to share with you today. And I want to thank those who joined me and who added some kind comments and what's inspiring them right now. So I just wanted to give you a heads up again on the book review that you can go check out that I wrote for Flora Bowley's Creative Revolution. And you can also check out the other one that I did a while back on Danny Gregory's The Creative License. You can do that as well. And again, if you want to join me on Your Path to Joy Facebook group, it's private. You're welcome to request membership there, and I will love to hear what is giving you joy each day. So that was pretty much what I had in mind for today. Thank you so much for joining me, and may joy find you in the most unexpected places. Have a great day, guys. Bye-bye.